Hello friends, I'm Ugly Fish. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. Today we're going to carry on with our playthrough of Animal Crossing New Horizons. So in the last video we completed our first day. I pitched my tent, I pitched everyone else's tent. I found some sticks, I found some apples, I didn't find a bridge, and then I fell asleep. And we're currently having a really weird dream about KK Slider, to be honest. It's all a little bit Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm a little bit concerned I'm going to wake up and be a Cubone. But essentially he was telling me that the game is now synced with real time. Being rudely awoken by Tom Nook and quite a funky Irish jig, to be honest. I would like to move my radio. It's in my way. I don't like the layout of this at all, but seeing as it's all a bit military at the minute, I will leave it. Oh, so throughout this video you might see I'm having real Joy-Con issues. So sometimes there's a bit of wandering. Sometimes I just stop being able to play the game. I don't know if that's because it was a release day switch, if it's a firmware problem, if it's a Joy-Con problem. It's Tom Nook. I wonder how long he's been standing out there for. Did he hear me wake up? Did he wake me up by shouting? He's giving me a Nook phone. It seems to be some kind of little smartphone that I'm going to use throughout the game. I wonder what for? I've used one in real life, Tom Nook. Oh, that's good. And he's given me... There it is! That's what we were waiting for. Tom Nook has given me the bill for this island adventure. It doesn't matter that I've been the only one working on it so far. I don't have any currency to pay him with, so he's just going to go through the basics of how to earn money, I think. Oh! This is new. I think he's invented his own little currency. I can earn Nook miles just by living life here on Leningrad, he says. That's an excellent conversion rate, to be fair. So how do I earn miles? So I think I earn miles just by completing tasks within the game. I'm guessing it's a sort of extended tutorial to sort of point you in that right directions of what you need to do. But I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I'm quite happy. And I can use my bells for other things rather than paying my mortgage off. I've got some post. I can't seem to open it. 2 letters from Nintendo. I'm happy to take the gifts. Normally, I've got to be honest, I don't play Animal Crossing like normal people. I don't do furniture sets or anything. And normally if I get presents from people, I'll just go out and sell them straight away. I'd see what they are first before I decide whether to sell them. Simple DIY workbench. Is that some kind of crafting recipe? Gonna say a little hello to Fuchsia here. Good morning. It wasn't earlier though, was it? It was yesterday. A recipe. Another crafting recipe. So is this how you do it now? Is this a pocket camp thing? I should have looked that up before I started filming this video, shouldn't I? Otherwise I'm just going to be saying it forever. So how do I learn these recipes I've just been given? Just having a quick look through my Nook phone. Let's pop into Nook Miles and see what I can claim so far. So I can claim some miles just for being here. 500. Well, this shouldn't take too long then. Looks like I can get some talking to people. I can get some catching fish, catching bugs, planting flowers, picking fruits, getting shellfish, putting furniture in my house, taking a picture. So I can do that on the Nook phone. And changing my profile, I think I can do that on the Nook phone as well. So let's get some more miles. Add a short comment to your profile. I can do that. I'll just write, ah, yeah. And did I get the points for that? Oh, that's annoying that I sort of have to, a very minor complaint, that I have to scroll down. If I complete the task, it should be popping up at the top. But that, I mean, that's such a ridiculous complaint to have. But it's true. So I can get some points as well writing on the bulletin boards. I'm going to leave everyone a wonderful, heartfelt message. I think you can doodle on them as well. I'm not going to do that with my Joy-Con problems. And again, I'll just scroll down and pick up those Nook miles. Rumour mongering. I didn't write any rumours. I told people to join the Black Parade. Just have a little wander through my island. Some of this is by choice. Some of this is the left Joy-Con drifting terribly. But while I'm here on this little rock, I will take a nice little selfie. Get the Nook miles for that. Get all these easy tasks out the way. And sort of work out a ratio. The difficulty of task compared to how many Nook miles you get. Though I imagine initially they overpay you quite a bit just so you can get into the hang of things. Let's get the little bugs in on the floor as well. I wonder what they are. Are they shrimp? Are they shellfish? Oh, they could be shellfish, couldn't they? Took a picture and blinked. Never mind. I only wanted it for the Nook miles, that's fine. Wrong one. There we go. 300. Yeah, this does seem like it pays quite highly. I'm not going to complain if it means I get my first mortgage payment done quick. And then maybe I can get out my tent and into a little house. That would be lovely. I will draw a custom design later. I'm not going to film it. But on my last Animal Crossing game, I made myself Hogwarts uniforms. On this game, it's very possible, the mood that I'm in, I might make myself a little Black Parade marching band jacket. Leningrad could be a haven for emos. So, I think the next stop in my Nook Mile journey, I'm probably going to try and craft one of those things that I've been given a recipe for. I'm guessing to craft, I need a craft table or a workshop table, whatever it was called. Workbench. So let's make that first. Oh. I can't just learn it apparently. I must have to go and see Tom Nook. Fuchsia told me before, didn't she, that we were doing workshops. So let's let Tom Nook teach me what to do. I haven't been in this tent yet. Oh, it's not quite what I expected, but maybe my expectations were high considering we did get dropped off on an island yesterday. So Timmy, I'm guessing, based on what Tom Nook has just said then, is going to be the shopkeeper. I'm going to speak to Tom Nook now about these DIY workshops. About that workshop. So, a big part of Animal Crossing, if you haven't played it before, is fishing, catching bugs, planting trees, digging up fossils. And to do that you need tools which you can usually just buy from the shop. I haven't spoken to Timmy yet, so I don't know what he's selling, but it's possible that actually in this game I'm going to have to make them rather than buy them. So I'm off to collect some tree branches, and I think he said I'm going to be making a fishing rod, so that's good. Pick up a stone there, why not? May as well while it's lying around. The background noise, again on this video, it's going to be really lowered down. I'm going to stop for a second. Can you hear that wind? It's lovely. Why is Sprocket standing behind a tree? I did learn, though, Sprocket isn't a duck, he's an ostrich. Which, he did have quite impressive tail feathers, so maybe I should have worked that one out. But the green head made me think he was a drake or a mallard. I can't wait to be able to get to the rest of the areas. This is quite a large space, though. I know in my last video I said it was small, especially with the 3 tents and the plaza in there. But running round it, it's a fair size. And if you consider it's a smallish quarter of what the map shows us, it's actually starting to feel quite substantial. It's certainly going to be a huge amount of weeds to be picking up. That's going to take me a while unless I get some kind of lawnmower. But until then, I'm going to be crafting myself a fishing rod. Swift work. Crafting is simple, but I imagine that fishing rod is going to last me 10 fish. I think it's going to be a consistent process until I can upgrade. Which upgrading tools has always been the case in Animal Crossing, but I think the only tool that used to break on you was your axe. The fishing rod, the watering can, the net, all of those did survive through use. I'm going to learn some more of those recipes that Tom Nook's just given me. See what other tools I could make. I'd really like an axe and I'd really like a shovel, because I would like to start doing some landscaping on this half of the island. In the last Animal Crossing game that I played, you could choose what kind of town you wanted to build, a rich town or an early bird town, and I always picked a beautiful town. So I'm quite keen on getting some flowers planted, getting some trees sorted, starting to make the island look nice. But I think at the minute all I'm going to be encouraged to do is catch some fish. Having a terrible time with my Joy-Cons here. In fact, I had such a terrible time with my Joy-Cons, I had to cut a huge amount of footage out that was just me walking in circles, really. I'm going to try and catch this fish. In the past, once you'd caught fish for the first time, it would get added to some sort of encyclopedia of animals. Then you could go to the museum and give it to Blathers the owl, and he'd have an aquarium and whatever butterflies are kept in, and fossils. And then you could pretty much just sell the rest for profit. In the absence of Blathers, I'm going to do what Tom Nook told me to and take it back to him. Maybe it opens up new paths. Maybe I'll be able to craft more tools. He'll say, what a great fish. Now you can make a shovel, but who knows? I'd like to show you the fish. Okay, that'll be Blathers. Oh, that seems a shame that he's going to send them to Blathers, and Blathers isn't going to come over and say hello. Maybe he'll be like Charles Darwin. If I send him a certain amount of fish and bugs, he'll say, wow, what a fantastic island, let me come and study it. I think I am going to have to attract people to the island. So earlier on at the start of the video, KK Slider was encouraging me to play with friends. He said I'll get a better island experience. I thought he meant through online play, but maybe he was also implying that my actions will drag other people. In the last game we played, I think you started with a high street, and while you could upgrade it, the basics were there. There was the shop, there was the clothes shop, there was the museum. But on this game so far, there's just Timmy with some stuff. Yep, I'll buy DIY for beginners. But also, I will sell some of the things I picked up before I caught my fish. So I just picked up some things from the beach, the usual kind of shells and that. And I'll sell some of these weeds as well. Being able to sell the weeds is quite handy. Obviously they're not going to sell for much, but it seems like there's a never-ending source. And that little buzz means I've got a notification on my phone. Looks like I can collect some more nut miles. It's quite handy. I wonder what I got. Oh, okay, for selling things. That's good. So we've made some money, we've made some miles, we've made some tools, not as many as I would have wanted, but I think this is probably a good place to sign out. Thanks all very much for watching, and hopefully see you next time.